Good evening, everyone. We are trying this one more time. I'm Reverend Robert Nashak, aka the Spiritual Spinister. I just did almost an hour-long meditation and realized I hadn't hit the go live. And so I might have lost many of you who were here, and for that I apologize. But I wanted to start the year off well, better, and not and make sure that we have a meditation here, a card draw, and some reflection that hopefully, if you didn't have enough time to stay for the live version, you're going to catch this one on the recorded version. So glad you're here. This is a few moments that we take and we make every Wednesday evening, right around 7:30, although tonight it's 8:30. But it's that time that we have for ourselves. It's that time to go still. It's that time to reflect, to get in touch with that voice that is deep within us, that sometimes throughout the week it becomes very noisy around us and becomes challenging to listen to. So hopefully this evening it allows us to have a little training on going into that stillness so that we can access it more and more frequently, so that we can uh, know ourselves a little better and deal in our world, create the lives that we want to create a little bit better each and every week. So, again, grateful that you're here. If you are joining us after waiting since 7:30, because I never hit the go live, I've been out of practice for too long. But otherwise, hopefully you'll watch this on the recorded version and still be able to have your first meditation of our spin into stillness for the new year. We do this a couple of ways. We start by setting an intention for this meditation for the week that we can track, that we can focus on, that we can allow ourselves um, to declare for ourselves. What do we want out of our meditations? What do we hope to receive as a result of them? Information, more peace, more serenity, better relationships, more ability to be calm and at peace. Look, that's all in your intention setting, that you set that. And we do it by writing it down if you can, if you're able to get yourself a little piece of paper or maybe keep a notebook so that you can refer to your intentions each and every week. I like to write them down on little slips of paper like this because, as I say each week, if we were going to be in person, I would uh, gather all of your intentions if you would be so kind and share them with me, and then I would send them out into the universe by burning them into the flames, into a burning bowl. This allows us to kind of get an exclamation point or an emphasis on our intention, but also to release it so that we're not, focused on it and holding it so tightly to us that we can never allow it to happen. We need to have our intentions, our dreams, our visions breathe so that the universe can be a co-creator in that vision and that dream. So let's do that now. Let's dream. Let's dream big or small. It's up to you. Set that intention, write it down if you would like, keep a notebook if you would like, or you can just kind of jot it down on your hand. Write it down, give yourself that focus, give yourself the luxury of that focus. And also, while you're doing that, remember to hit like and subscribe to this video, to the pages, to the YouTube pages or Facebook page that you've seen it on, and join us each week as we take these little journeys, as we progress through the year and keep in touch with our deep self. So I'm going to set my intention now, and you can set one as well. Set my intention. And then I'm going to add energy to this as we meditate. You can hold it in the palm of your hand, or I'm also going to write one that serves as a proxy for all of our intentions as you hold it there in your hand, saying everyone's intentions. And we are going to hold this one here and continue to, you might hear some stuff in the background because I'm running an hour late. So that means I can't ask my husband to keep silent for another hour. So let's just keep moving through, and hopefully my noise suppression works for this part, and you won't hear any extraneous noise. So here we are, setting those intentions. That's the first part of knowing what we do. Next part of this intention is we draw an oracle card. And we use that oracle card. It's from the Star Codes Astro deck. I love this deck, as I say each week. And uh, I love this deck because it is I think it's very understandable. It's using astrology as its prompt points, but you don't have to believe in astrology for these cards to work for your meditation. Consider them creative prompts. So whatever this card may mean to you as you see it on the screen or as you hear me read about it, use that as another perspective, as giving you more information on reaching this intention, on allowing a greater perspective, a new way of looking at an issue, a problem, or an intention that you have, if that makes sense. So again, don't have to believe in the mysticism. I love these cards. I believe that they are our way of receiving more information. And yeah, I'm going to shuffle them. I'm going to draw the top card so that you know that I'm not reaching in here and pulling out something that is my intuition. I'm going to draw this card that is from the top, if you can agree. And so this one card also addresses all of the intentions that we have set individually. So one card, it's our community card, but it's one that addresses all of us uniquely, which I find the beautiful part of this meditation. So let's do that. Let's shuffle up. And again, I am doing this for the second time this evening. We drew a great card for the first one, but I'm now fascinated to see what card I'm going to draw for this one. And if you're only joining us now, thank you so much. And I apologize. I never hit go live, though I set it up to go live. I just didn't hit that final step. It's been about a month since we've done our last one, so there's a lot of practice. My apologies, but I want to make sure we have one up for tonight. And so that's hence me being here again. Even if you're here for the first time, no, this is my second for the evening. So let's draw that top card. One right here. That card for tonight is. Ooh. So this is an interesting card as we begin our new year. The card is retrograde. So it's about review. Review is a great thing to do as we're moving forward, as we're in our present. We want to make sure that we've looked at what we've needed to look at in our previous experience. And hopefully that review is going to help us in our present, which leads us to our future. But more, it's all about the present moment. What can we get from our past to lead us to our present moment? I'm going to put the card down. I'm going to allow you to see the card as I read about it. There it is, retrograde review. So you can figure out what this card is meaning to you as you look at it, as you look at the words, as you look at the message. What is it saying to you as we look a little more closely into the card? So, retrograde. It says, all right, it says this is about review, retrograde. Retrograde gets a bad rap, especially Mercury retrograde. But the retrograde cycle is truly helpful and necessary time. It's nothing to worry about. It's just something to work with. A planet is in retrograde when it appears to reverse the direction of its journey across the sky. From our perspective here on Earth, as that planet revisits its path, you get to review your life. The action for this card: stop the normal patterns of your life and take a break. The roots of this issue are found in the past. Reconsider, revise, repair, and edit. Dig in a drawer to find an old idea to bring forth and rework it. Reconnect with old friends and previous contacts. Address some unfinished personal business. Look again and find lost items and missing information. A delay may be saving grace to this situation, so check equipment. Read the fine print and make sure that everyone is on the same page as it is safe to move forward. This is an opportunity for a do-over. You don't need to get stuck in the past. If an old problem rears its head, rather than re-inscribing dysfunctional patterns, take a different approach. Before you re-engage in an old relationship, inventory your heart. Consider what needs to be different this time to make it work. Broach new territory together. If you feel called, put regular work aside and attend to side agenda. A sole important short-term project that urgently needs every bit of wisdom you've garnered. The challenge of this card, it's not a time, tempting though it may be, to reminisce, pick at old scraps, or revisit a painful situation from your past just because you want the emotional charge of the anger or the excuse to wallow in memories of betrayals and regrets. You've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and don't need to do it again. The gift of this card, take a deep breath. This is a moment of out of ordinary flow, an opportunity to use what you've worked so hard to learn. Use your accumulated skills, knowledge, and maturity. Slow, steady, and thoughtful wins this race. Well, I can tell you that I've done this meditation once before, just a few minutes ago, and picked a card that was not this one, but was so synchronously connected to this card that also dealt with our past. So this one is about review. The card that I picked just moments ago is about the past. So the message for tonight, clearly, whether you saw the first meditation on Zoom or whether you're watching this one now, is to reflect on the past, but not as a way to wallow, as a way to unlock what you need to unlock, to let go of what we need to let go of so that we can be in the present, so that we can move forward this year. It's a perfect card for today, just as the one that I drew just a few minutes ago was. So, review. That's a review. That's an honest review. That's a kind review. That is a review that does not keep us tethered. It allows us to go, what have I learned that I don't need to keep doing? What have I learned that I can move on from? Time to meditate, time to review in meditation. So let's get comfortable. Again, we want to be in a position that allows us to be relaxed, but also to be alert enough to hear the prompts of the guided meditation, to hear the tones of the drum, to experience this rather than to kind of fall asleep during it, which is fine if you do. Because if you're here, you're probably using headphones, you're probably in a space where you're going to gather the information kind of by osmosis and allow it to become part of your vibe. But if you can remain alert enough to listen, even better. Let's do that now. Let's take some deep breaths together. Let's inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth with each breath that we make together. Let us relax a little bit more and more. So let's breathe again. Inhale and exhale. Breathe deeply. And as we breathe tonight, let us become more and more relaxed, feeling our body. And if you haven't already, allow your eyes to flutter closed, keeping that breathing going. We can see the card up there for your information, so you can allow yourself to join in again and look at that card if you need a little refresher. But for now, more and more, allow your breathing to relax your body. breathing more and more deeply, allowing your body as it relaxes to just let go, to become light. Because as it becomes lighter, you realize that you are moving into a spirit space. You are moving into your place of imagination. More and more relaxed. And as our body relaxes, our mind relaxes, our emotions relax. And in this space of relaxation, imagine that we're like we're on a wave rider, we're on a vehicle, we're on a scooter, or we're in the ocean on a wave runner. We are on something that is moving. And ahead of us, in this tunnel of spirit, ahead of us is the dream or vision or intention that we've set. And because we are spirit now, because we are in this spirit space, we can simultaneously see behind us. So we can see in front and back of us. And behind us is a review. Before we take off, before we move forward too quickly toward this intention or dream, let's just take stock. In this very safe space, let us review all of the things that are our strengths, that are going to allow us to be assertive and to be confident in our movement toward achieving this intention, or to manifesting it, or just moving a step toward it. Feel those strengths. It's just a quick review. Check this, check this, check this. And now in our review, just a quick assessment of some of the things or experiences that we've had that we know are maybe holding us back from our being fully present in this moment and moving this moment toward future moments. Just a quick tally. And as we review those limitations we might have been using or have kept us safe in this space, we know they don't work anymore. We know we don't want them around anymore. We just let them go. We can only let them go when we know that they're there. So let us be honest about those limiting views or thoughts or beliefs. Let's do a quick review of who's there to be there for us in our relationships. Who's going to be there to help us, or just serve as support, or give us love? Let's do a quick review of people we might want to avoid, situations we might not want to see, that might keep us from focusing right here and now, and moving that now toward a now of the future. We're being so gentle with ourselves in this review. And now in this review, let us just take a look at our past treatment of ourselves. The good and the not so good. And let us review some of the ways that we know are good ways to show ourselves love and appreciation. Proactively, internally. Maybe it's a meditative practice, hint, hint, or a writing ritual. What can we do? What do we know is going to work for us as we move forward into the year and as we move toward manifesting this intention? And finally, let us choose to let this review go. The review, for now, is done. And allow that vision that is both forward and behind us to just go a little dark behind us. It's always there. We can always take stock. We can always look at the map again. We can always look at our original intentions, but we can let it go now. Let us focus on what we are seeing in front of us right now, that intention. Maybe it's on that slip of paper. Maybe it's in our mind's eye. And let us allow ourselves to feel the rev up of this spiritual vehicle we are on, whether it's a wave runner or a motorcycle or a car. Let us feel the rev. Let us feel the energy building. And let us, on the count of 3, let us rocket forward toward this intention, knowing that it is right here with us. As a result of this review, we're going to just gear it up. And 3, 2, 1. Boom! Boom! Toward that intention, which is right here, right now. And as we move, as we feel ourselves moving swiftly toward that intention, let us feel ourselves also moving swiftly back into our material body that has just stayed tethered so beautifully through our breath. We reanimate that physical body. We fill every bit of it. Yes, till we feel ourselves solid by squeezing our fingers and toes together. Let's return fully by taking 3 quick breaths. Inhale and exhale quickly. Inhale again and exhale quickly. And one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale quickly as we return fully. Hello. Did you feel that space? Yes. So we can be fully in the present with a little review of the past. Retrograde is nothing to be afraid of. It's just a way of taking stock, of looking at what we have and what we don't need anymore, of looking at what serves us and what we don't need to be served by anymore, of paying attention retrograde, especially that Mercury retrograde, it's we just have to pay attention more closely so that we can ensure that our message, our dreams are getting carried out the way we want to. So it's just a way of taking stock, retrograde and review. A great card to begin this new year, to begin this new experience of life. As always, hit like and subscribe. You can see right above me right here that the donations are accepted via Venmo or PayPal. I don't really say that much, but so appreciated if you're here every week. It allows me to keep up with the platforms that we use, in all the ways that I need to professionally. Allows for so much. And I'm so grateful for those of you that do donate with regularity. Appreciate you always. And I'm going to briefly check to see whether anybody came on an hour later. I'm not sure, probably not. But I'll tell you what, I sure am grateful that you're joining me now, perhaps, or you're joining me late, or whenever you do join. But or and I'm hoping that we all have a wonderful year. Let me know how this goes for you. If you are joining this recorded version, jot a few notes down in the comments. Let me know what you're feeling as you meditate. You don't have to disclose intimate details, but just how you're doing it, how it's working for you, what challenges you may have, and what you're seeing as a result of this regular practice or ritual that you have. All right. So, as promised, we send these off into the flames. Let me put that noise suppression on again. We send these off into the flames, and then they get released. We don't hold them too closely to ourselves. We let them go. That's good. I'm going to throw this one in with it. Everyone's intentions. So by proxy, whatever you have energized is now here, also getting sent out into the universe. Well, anything challenging is brings greater reward, right? So yeah, it was a challenge to be here tonight because I kind of screwed up, but we're here. There's a recorded version of this. You can catch me whenever you'd like. We've got one logged for the first of the year. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening and Happy New Year.